So as introduced, my name is Trevor Holden and I have the huge privilege of being the managing director of the One Team. And the One Team provides services to meet the needs and direction of the two councils, Broadland Council and South Norfolk Council. Just a bit around the geography, if you were to take a map and look at the heart of Norfolk, we deliver to the heart of Norfolk. The city centre is its own council, but just about everything that touches around it is part of where we deliver, either for Broadland Council or South Norfolk Council. Just by way of introduction, this is my second career. So my first career was in the Royal Air Force for 26 years. And when I came to leave the Royal Air Force, I thought, well, I've probably done all of the fun things that I'm going to do in my working career. I could not have been more wrong. I've been in local government now for 15 years, and for most of that, I've had the privilege of being a chief exec or managing director. If you want to have a really fantastic career that gives you the opportunity both to progress professionally, progress in terms of your salary and your learning, but most importantly, really add value and make a difference to the life opportunities of the people around you, local government is the exciting place for you to find your home. We have such a broad range of skill sets, such a broad range of careers in local government that you just, until you start to open the box and have a look, you could not and would not believe. And within the local government family, Broadland and South Norfolk are leading the field. So 2 years ago, we set off on a journey, and the political leaders said, what we want you to do is bring the two teams together and reimagine just how exciting and how good local government could be. And this program is absolutely critically part of our journey and what we're doing, because we know that we need to and want to excite and bring in new talent to support us and help us to delivering really first-class services to the communities we service. And if you go, well, I'm not quite sure what local government does, if you open the front door and you have a look out the window, the list is just extensive. So the street lights that you're looking at are probably provided by local government at one level, whether that's parish, town, or district council. The highway that you're looking at is provided by local government. The school that you can see down the street, oh, that's coming from local government. The skills agenda, so things like tonight, the apprenticeships, oh, that's local government. The bin that somebody put out on Monday for collection, that's local government. Just about every aspect of what makes society tick and work has its foundation in the services that we deliver as local government. Sorting out antisocial behaviour, local government. Facilitating neighbourhood plans, looking at the planned environment. So just the houses that you see in front of you, they don't happen accidentally. They're all planned. The design, the way they feature, that's local government. So hopefully you're getting a feel for whatever your aspiration is, we absolutely will be working and delivering that. We've clearly got a really extensive finance function because we're custodians of literally millions of pounds of public money. That needs some of the sharpest finance brains that we can get. And public sector finance is anything other than boring. I'd certainly describe it as an art form rather than a science, but a real chance to be creative, again, with that sole purpose of making a difference to the people that we serve. Helen touched on apprentices, and why am I really excited about apprenticeships? I think they are a really exciting route into a fantastic career in local government. If you're coming in at the entry level, just have a look at the ladder that extends in front of you in terms of the career opportunities. You could literally do anything in local government. We could have in the room today the future directors, the future managing director of Broadlands and South Norfolk's One Team. The opportunities, the sky is absolutely the limit in where you set your ambition and where you want to go. If you want to join us as part of our undergraduate program, again, fantastic. Helen touched on really, really good opportunity to do your degree whilst working, whilst being paid a salary, and absolutely finish that program with loads of experience that puts you well ahead of anybody who's just gone to university, let alone the financial aspects of that process. Joining us in one of our postgrad appointments, again, we absolutely need to grow talent to look at our environmental health aspects, to look at our planning aspects, to look at our finance aspects. Again, your career limits are only the things that you have in your head. So I could wax lyrical about apprenticeships for ages. Hopefully, I've given you enough of a feel to say, actually, local government is anything other than boring. It's a fantastic field where you get to make a difference to people's lives. It's an area where we want to invest in you because we want you to be invested in us and join us in making a difference to the people who live slap bang in the middle of Norfolk and beyond. We're a market leader. I don't think I'm aware of many other places in local government where they've taken this approach. So thanks to our HR team for making this happen. But if you want to join a market leading local authority and have a career where you set the limits, you're in the right place. And hopefully this evening, we will excite you to continue your applications and take them further into what will be a very, very rewarding and fulfilling career. Helen, I hope I've done what I was supposed to do. The other thing I think before we move on in terms of local government, we're not a hierarchical organisation. You'll join us from day one, you'll be part of the team. From day one, you'll be able to make a difference. Every member of the one team has a voice, and we value your opinions and your views, whether you're joining us on day one or whether you've been with us for 30 years. We aspire to be an employer of choice. And that means we're really pleased to have sons and daughters, friends and neighbours who absolutely recommend us to their children to come and work with us. We hope you will join us on that journey. Helen, back to you.
Thanks, Trevor. I would just say that that was fab. For anyone on the call that I haven't spoken to prior to this evening's event, I've only been here a year and a half. I came from public sector, and when I hear things like Trevor's just explained about how we contribute to society, and you only have to look out your windows at the services and the role that we play, it still gives me goosebumps. I love it. It's fab, guys. So please enjoy tonight and join any of the sessions that you want to. Sarah, Miss Thurley, over to you now.
Lovely, thanks Helen. Hi everyone, really nice to see you all here tonight, and thank you for taking the time out of your evening to join us. So as Helen mentioned, I wanted to talk about my experience as an apprentice. So I started with the councils in 2018 as an HR apprentice. And from then on, I have gone on to secure a permanent role within the HR team. So I wanted to talk a bit about sort of my experience as an apprentice, and then moving on to how I secured my sort of permanent role and my experiences of working in local government, which was something completely new to me when I joined the councils. So I was looking for an apprenticeship because I wanted a career change. And I thought apprenticeship was a really good route into a different career. I liked the idea of training whilst working, so you're gaining that qualification whilst earning money as well, which really appealed to me, and I didn't sort of fancy going down the perhaps more traditional university route, so that apprenticeship style really appealed to me. I didn't find sort of a huge amount of HR apprentices about at the time, so this one really stuck to me, and I was really sort of drawn into working in local government, as it's something that I've never done before, and it's safe to say I've learned so much since being here, and even to this day, I think a lot of my colleagues on the call would say that, even to this day, we still learn lots every day. No day is the same, which keeps it really exciting and interesting. I have a great team behind me as well. So when I was doing my apprenticeship, I felt really supported, and I was always given the time that I needed to complete my kind of studying side of the apprenticeship. So generally with apprenticeship, how it works is that 20% of your time is use sort of 20% of your working week really is spent on off-the-job training. So that might be going to college, that might be doing some online classes. For me, that was going to college. So I studied through City College Norwich. So one afternoon a week, I would go off to City College Norwich and participate in sort of classroom-based learning, which I really enjoyed. I made some really nice friends through that cohort, and it was really nice to hear experiences of other people in different organisations, but sort of in a similar career stage, I guess, if you like, within HR. So it was really nice to sort of bounce ideas and experiences off them. And I've made friends through my apprenticeship that I still speak to now, which is also really nice. To sort of come away with your apprenticeship with a qualification, and also sort of work peers as well off the back of that. Yeah, so for me, I would definitely encourage someone, if you've not worked in local government or the public sector before, as sort of Trevor and Helen have already touched on, it's such a diverse organisation, and a lot of the roles, before I joined, I didn't even know half the roles were even a thing, or if they were jobs. So it's been so interesting to learn about all the different avenues sort of that we work within the council, and that's something that I think if you've not worked in local government before, you probably don't appreciate how many roles there are in that sort of diverse range of opportunities. So it's great that we've been able to offer a real sort of diverse range of apprenticeships in lots of different areas of the council. Yeah, so as I sort of spoke about, for me, if you've not done an apprenticeship before, and you're perhaps at that sort of time where you're considering perhaps whether you want to go down a more traditional, maybe university route, or to take on an apprenticeship. For me personally, the apprenticeship suited me. I enjoyed working, and I've sort of built I've come part of a great team here as well, which is obviously, what made me want to stay within the council, and I've been able to secure a permanent job off the back of my apprenticeship, which was always going to be my sort of ultimate goal. So I've also got a video to share with you all tonight. So you've heard a bit about my experience of apprentices. We've also got a video of some of our current apprentices and how they feel about their apprenticeship, to give you a flavour of the different areas that we have apprentices within the council, and just to hear a bit more about what they get up to and what their thoughts are and what their experiences have been so far with their apprenticeship. So I will play that now. Hi, so my name's Sarah.
My name's Gemma.
My name is Erica.
I chose to go for an apprenticeship at the council because when I was looking for jobs at the time, it came up and it looked like the perfect opportunity for me. It was the kind of time where we were during the height of the pandemic, and there was lots of uncertainty in my previous jobs. So this looked like a really good opportunity to learn and to find some stability in work.
So HR is a career that I wanted to get into, but I found it was quite difficult to do so without any previous experience or qualifications. And I found that not many other organisations offered an HR apprenticeship option. And I was attracted to working at the councils because I was interested in the diversity of the roles that local government could offer me.
When I came in, I really had no idea how councils worked, had no idea how the committee part of it worked, but I've picked up so much through my apprenticeship. And when I came in, I definitely I had no idea what I wanted to do kind of after I moved on, but it was through kind of having that apprenticeship and doing it that I kind of realised how many departments there are and what we do, and that's kind of what's helped me to move on into internal audit, which is kind of my permanent role now.
For me, I mean, the council's a great place to work. There's so many different roles and there's lots of career progression, so you can move up all the time. They're a really great place to work.
I freely admit I love my job. If I can share some of the passion that I have for my job with somebody else, bring it on.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Chrissy really embodies that well, but I love my apprenticeship. I mean, I will say it is the best apprenticeship out there, and I will fight anyone that says otherwise. The way apprenticeships work is you kind of do your job for about 4 days a week, and then you are meant to do 7 hours a week of studying, but that studying doesn't have to be just literally reading a book and answering exam questions. It's kind of everything that you learn as part of your job. So anything that you do that is new, anything that any meetings that you attend and that you pick up new bits, that's kind of all considered your learning. So that's really how it works.
When you learn as an apprentice, you're obviously learning on the job, so you're learning the systems and processes that the council already has in place. So that makes
your working life a lot easier. So as opposed to going to uni, learning things and then having to apply it to a new role, you've done the hard work already whilst you're learning in workshops for the apprenticeship as well.
I think common misconceptions about working in the council from an apprenticeship's point of view is probably it might seem like a boring job or something to go into that's not that exciting, but actually there's such a wide variety of roles within the council. So you can work in the communities team, you could work in marketing, there's so many opportunities, and I think it's a great place to start your career or come into your career at any time.
I think that is the key element to apprenticeships. Apprenticeships is one route into the organisation that should be open to those that want the opportunity. There are many routes into the organisation, and we should celebrate and encourage all.
I think, yeah, it's exactly what Chrissy said, and it has to be right for you, and for me, as I say, it was right because I wanted to work, but I wanted to study at the same time.
3 words that describe our work life.
I would describe work as rewarding, interesting, and busy. Yeah, busy.
To anyone who's out there looking to take on an apprenticeship in the future, I would say go for it. It's a great start to your career, and it means you can earn while you're learning at the same time, and there's some really good opportunities out there.
I'm really glad that I applied to do an apprenticeship here because the position is really suited to me and my ways of learning and working as well. Yeah, the end.
Brilliant. So I hope you enjoyed that there. So that was some of our current apprentices talking about their experience with their apprenticeship. So Helen, I think it's time to hand back to you, I believe.
Thanks, Sarah. There were some really funny outtakes from those videos, which if we'd have thought about it like the Marvel movies, we should have played those at the end, Sarah, because I think you'd have found those quite funny, guys. So thank you to everyone that took part in that. It was just lovely to see how many of our staff were really happy to do that and had a laugh along the way. We do, despite what people might think, we have a lot of fun around it too, including last week. You should have seen, well, a couple of weeks ago, we always have funny pictures of people when they're on holiday, and we had a picture of Trevor and Phil Courtier, who's our place director, who Phil is really tall, very unusually tall, and we had a picture of Trevor and Phil, and we had to name the film and things like that. So there are no egos. We don't take ourselves too seriously around here. We work hard, but we play hard too. I think that's fair to say, isn't it, Trevor?
Yeah, no, that's fair. Phil's too tall and I am absolutely too short. You can't tell on here, but I'm standing on a box to get to the computer, but that's okay.
Well, I'm not. Okay, right, guys, we're going to go into breakout rooms, if that's all right with you, because I think it's been way too much of us talking, and it's time for you to put us under the heat with your questions. So, and I'm really conscious. Oh, that always puts me off when that comes on, Sarah. So actually, that's just reminded me, if anyone's uncomfortable with any recording, or you wouldn't want any clips of this evening on social media that includes yourself, please do drop Sarah a line. Her email address is above. We can make sure you're edited out. And I say that for genuine reasons. Some people just don't like being captured on social media, which is fully understandable. So welcome back. Thank you for all your input today. It's been great to see the dialogue that's been going on in the sessions. I really don't want to keep you any longer than we already scheduled, because I'm conscious it's evening time now for everyone. I guess in terms of next steps, though, I think the managers during the sessions have been talking to you around sessions tomorrow, if anyone is particularly interested in coming forward for an interview and progressing. Sarah, is there anything in terms of mechanics of tomorrow that's helpful to share?
Yeah, so it's probably just worth noting that in some breakout rooms that may have been discussed of tomorrow tomorrow. However, some of the vacancies, and hopefully the recruiter managers in the breakout rooms will discuss with you a slightly different plan for their recruitment. So it might be that the vacancy is currently open and live on our website, and so we'll be encouraging you to apply in the usual way via an application form, and then your application will be reviewed as part of the shortlisting exercise. So hopefully that has been clarified in your breakout rooms, as hopefully you're interested in applying for the roles that you ask questions about and join breakout rooms for this evening. If you have got any questions or you're not sure on the process of any of the roles that you're interested in applying for, I have just popped my email address in the chat there, so s.thurley@s-norfolk.gov.uk. So any questions or concerns about specific roles, you're not quite sure of what the next steps are, please just email me there and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I've just had a comment in the chat. Can we share a link to the page where the applications are found, please? Yeah, that's fine. I will also just post that in there right now. So I'll do that now.
Okay.
I think that's probably it for logistics,
everything?
Helen. Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's, yeah.
Thanks, Sarah. And the last thing I would say as well is, please, please, please don't worry if you think you've got lack of experience or skills, etc. For us, it's all about attitude. If you've got a can-do attitude, positive mindset, you'll roll your sleeves up, you'll muck in, and you're committed to your learning, then we are absolutely the organisation for you. Do not be worried in any way, shape or form if you think you haven't got the experience or skills. It's you as an individual we're interested in, and we will help you in terms of your development and the path along the way. It's been awesome to see you all. We're overwhelmed with the response we've had, and I'm just going to very lastly hand over to Trevor.
Helen, thank you. And just to pick up on that comment you were just making, it's really funny when you're starting out or when you're applying for something new, because everybody's interested in what you've done. Well, we're trying to break the mold actually, because we're interested in what you're going to do. We are absolutely waiting to be inspired by what you're going to do as part of the one team. And I think that's where we probably got the edge on lots of organisations. For me, we are, as local authorities, in the people business. We deliver services to people who don't know that we do, whether that's whatever that is outside the front door. We deliver services to people who want us and need us to look after them and support them, whether that's progressing their business, whether that's progressing their planning application, or because they've fallen on hard times. So again, in the people business. But the thing that makes me really proud to be part of the one team is that actually we look after the people that are part of the one team. We're very much a people-centric organisation. So if you're making that step into your new job and you think, actually, I'm not quite sure, I could not commend to you more the organisation that is the one team servicing the needs of Broadland Council and South Norfolk Council. They are such a great bunch of people who will have your back, who will help you and guide you in your career pathway. We are in the people business, and that includes you. So good luck with your applications and progressing with us. Be excited, be prepared to compete, because we've got lots of interest, but we're interested in you and what you can do for us. Helen, I hope that's okay.
That's great, thank you. So I think we'll close it down, just give it a minute in case anyone's got any questions. If not, have a wonderful evening. I can't say enjoy the sunshine tonight because it's raining in Holt, but enjoy the rest of your evening, and we look forward to hearing from you very soon. Take care, everyone.